Hello and welcome to another episode of DyerTimes. I'm your host, David Dyer, and today we're going to be looking at the Taser StrikeLight, one of the latest products out by Taser International. Here to help me, Charis, a local ER nurse. Now, she has no prior martial arts training, and I am not, the greatest on self-defense myself, so I've decided to go to one of the world's leading experts on sport jiu-jitsu. And here we are at his dojo, Modern Day Warriors. So we're going to go ahead and meet him, and learn some self-defense and how to incorporate the StrikeLight. After you. And here we are with Professor Ernie Boggs in his dojo. Got Charis here. He's going to show her some of the basic techniques and retention techniques as far as keeping the StrikeLight. Professor.
Thank you, Dave. Welcome to BCI.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Yes, sir. Welcome to BCI. The StrikeLight is a close quarter weapon, so therefore the most important element of utilizing a close quarter weapon is weapon retention. And some of the techniques that we'll be going over is going to demonstrate how to retain it, plus apply it in close quarter combat. Excellent.
Well, let me get out of your way, sir. I'm going to turn the floor over to you.
First of all, there are 4 elements in making a successful technique, whether it be in a tournament situation or in a self-defense situation on the street. And there are elements of surprise, speed, timing, and emotion. And another element is how to split focus. For example, if you hold my wrist really tight, if I peel against the thumb, eventually I can pull away from it. But if you hold me using the same strength, if I touch here, you can't hold me. If I touch right there, you can't hold me. And a lot of people think that I'm using some nerve or something to do that, but actually what I'm doing is splitting the focus. If you hold me tight and I touch here, you see you can still hold me now. What I'm doing is splitting the brain's focus. The brain can't do 2 things at once, only one. Only one thing at a time. It seems like it's doing a lot of things at once, but it's not, only once. So now I split your focus and you can't hold. So a lot of the techniques that I'm going to show you are based on that, how to split the focus first of all. We're going to do a cross-body wrist grab. You'll apply it to me first so I can demonstrate. We'll tap the fingers, roll the wrist, and I apply the energy towards the center line. Now open your hand. You're going to close it and make a fist and keep me from opening it again. Keep me from open. Keep me from closing it or keeping it open. It's almost impossible for me to keep your hand open. Now you close it. Now open it. It's very easy to keep it closed, kind of like an alligator's mouth. It's powerful closing and very weak opening. Rubber band can close it, hold an alligator's mouth closed. So what we do is when you're grabbed across the wrist, I tap your fingers so you can't release. I roll and I direct the energy towards the center line. So there's the pain. No muscle whatsoever. When you use muscle, the strongest guy always works. So when I grab your wrist, you'll trap my fingers with your opposite hand. You roll here and push it to my chest, and that brings me in and down. Switch me again. Look how little pressure I need.
Oh!
So if you apply it this way, and I just and that works really good. A lot of people will tell you that they know 1,000 ways to defend a certain technique. Well, they say that to impress you. But someone who is really an expert in combat knows that sounds foolish. I would rather know one technique to defend 1,000 attacks than 1,000 defenses against one attack. If you know 1,000 different defenses against this attack, then you know 999 too many different ways. So the principle is to get this up, and I apply pressure towards center line. If it's towards the arm, it doesn't work. It has to be towards the solar plexus center line. So this technique can work if I have your wrist, you trap my fingers again, and you roll and push forward. Or if I have the same side, you trap my fingers this side, roll your hand over, and straight down, there you go. The more company you get, the better the technique. Even if I have both hands, we'll trap that one. Push here, and it brings that down. If I have your here, you trap your fingers this way and bring your elbow over here. And that takes me down this way. Seeing, my teacher, Professor Wally J, used to tell me, seeing is not believing, feeling is believing. So when you teach somebody something, it's important for them to feel it so they know that it works.
I felt it.
And if I have your shirt,
okay.
You're going to grab here, going up toward my hand, turn it up, and take the other hand, push here. Pull to your body, push it to your body. Pull to your body. There you go. So it's the same technique. And pain is energy. If you bring your hand over and put your hand here, the pain is gone, you see? Mm-hmm. Take your hand off. Pain is there, so put your So it's like the circuit's connected, but if I interrupt that circuit, so this technique, if it's not principle based, it will not work. You know, grab you, trap my fingers, roll, and apply it slowly down. Once there you go. Very good. All right. Next technique is quick release. If I use the same side body, wrist body grab, you'll reach over and grab and pull up. You'll also cross body wrist grab, same thing. Now step up with your feet side by side. So if I have both hands, the same thing applies. You just step back for leverage as you grab your fist and do it at the same time. There you go. Now, you grab me, both hands. This time when you do it, when you pull away, the free hand's gonna hold this down. Because later on we're going to use the StrikeLight to apply on the pressure point.
Don't tase me, bro.
So again, double wrist, boom, release. Cross body wrist, release. Same side. So again, it's principle based. Pull against the thumb. If a technique's not principle based, it will not work, especially in real life situations. Oh, very strong. Look at this side. Next technique is just a single hand. Say if I grab your neck and prepare myself to slap you or push you or pull you or whatever, but this is the first initial movement of mine. Take this hand and push up on you. There. Yep, and then we'll take this over your hand. What we're going to do is, I don't teach palm heel strikes because the guy will snap his head and then you'll take your head off. I teach you to reach out and grab the face. Because when you grab here, not only does it cause excruciating pain to me, but you collect DNA. So you grab my face here and push up on there. Boom. So I have you here, push up. Now those are, stunt double. No, we do it simultaneous. When that's there, the fingers are facing me. And boom, boom. And let's pretend this time, okay?
Okay.
Just right there, it's good. Now put your, give me my energy, not yet. When you feel me give you energy, go ahead. You start giving me energy back now, look.
That's awesome.
So there's no muscle whatsoever involved here. So when I got you here, you're lifting that takes away my energy. My strength, and that causes me to release, which gives you a chance to run. So then you grab at the same time, and when I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna call 911 and have you arrested. Very good. Okay, one more time. Boom. Same if I come from here, one, and you reach between the hands.
Okay.
And you grab and push, which gives you the opportunity to flee. Right there.
So just
right here on the cheek. There you go. There you go. Oh, that was good. That was good. Boom. That was a bad one. Right here. Good one. Very good. You ready?
I believe so. All right. So what do you think, Miss Charis?
it's a good time.
You have a little better understanding of what it might take to defend yourself against an attacker? Excellent, sir. Definitely appreciate it, but we're going to step it up a little bit, break that StrikeLight out, and take it to the next level.
Okay, great.
All right, so now we're ready to take a look at the Taser StrikeLight. Now this is how it comes from Taser in this nice packaging. Slide it out, and it's pretty minimal as far as what comes with it. We have, of course, your instructions, warranty information, that kind of thing. And then the StrikeLight itself, which we'll take a look at here in a second. Dig a little deeper, we find a lanyard, nice wrist strap, and of course the charger. Now, really, really great design on this, and the charger is very simply, a 110 wall charger, plugs into this little rubber flap that lifts up. Has a little light on the back that goes from red to green, indicating that it is charged. Now, when you get out of the box, of course, you want to charge it to full, which takes about 8 hours. Now, after that 8 hours, what it's going to give you is 5 continuous hours of high-intensity LED light, which is good to 55 meters at about 80 lumens. So, really impressive tactical light, really good for blinding. Too effective, really. And then it will also give you 105-second Taser strikes. So that coupled together, pretty impressive battery life and usage. In addition, unlike most devices of this nature, it will allow you to screw the back off and replace the rechargeable battery with the 3-volt batteries. So if you happen to run out of charge, have a couple spare batteries laying around, and you're right back in it. The light itself is made of very rugged aluminum polymer. It feels really good in the hand. At first reaction, you might think, man, that kind of feels a little heavy. It is about 9.6 ounces, but it's got this beautiful strike bezel on the end for striking. So when you get it in your hand and you're kind of carrying it, the weight really kind of adds to that forward striking, forward punching, which you're going to see here in a little bit. Now, you might also say, I've seen products like this, and yes, you might have. You know, this is a stun gun, which you actually saw in this video here, a little bit of review. And if you turn it on, it's got a little light in it too, and makes a lot of racket. Really, these are extremely ineffective as far as stun devices go, relying on localized pain compliance, where even though the StrikeLight itself strikes a specific area, it is that true taser neuromuscular attack that is going to seize you up and put you to the ground, even though it's hitting a singular area. The design itself is also pretty flawless, with this nice octagonal shape, allowing for an anti-roll. So basically, if it does hit ground, it's not going to go very far. So now that we've had a look at it, part of it as well with I guess the implementation is very instinctive. So everything is forward. This nice button is a large button. You know, I've got fairly big thumbs, but they fit in that space. The grip here is great for sliding that forward, engaging the light, which the light has to be engaged for the taser engine to function. So light engaged forward, and then it almost is like a firearm or a pistol with that nice instinctive, like a trigger, and it kind of guides your finger right into it. So when it's on, you're ready to go forward. So we're going to see a lot more of that here in just a little bit in some live action demonstrations. But until then, the Taser StrikeLight. I definitely have enjoyed fooling with it. It seems to be a very worthwhile purchase at about $130, which you can acquire directly from Taser or from my link below. You can click there and it will take you to the Taser StrikeLight page. So, without further ado, let's go see what this thing will really do. Now that we actually have this thing unboxed, took a look at it, got it ready to go, we happen to know I took the battery out. So it's not on, safety first. So what we're going to do now is just a series of practice. So we did it without something in our hand. Now we're going to put this in our hand, and to do it safely, we're going to go ahead and remove the battery. But even though we're training, I still want you, as we go through these moves, to turn it on, to go through that motion, to make sure you engage that step. So you train the way you fight. So I'm going to step out and hand you this, sir, and see how we can apply this in our basic moves.
Get back to the first technique, crossbody wrist grab. This time, using the StrikeLight, you'll notice you have a lot more leverage using that. As you go forward, the pain is going to be intensified. So you smack this off and place it on my neck. You're going to frizz my hair. You ready? Grab a crossbody and stick it on. And then the second one was a double wrist grab. You pull it out, and this time you'll use that hand as you peel to pull it there. You can put it on my chest or to my neck area. So you really don't have to pull too hard. You pull the hand free first. There you go. You'll notice if I'm holding tight, my body, when you release, my body moves forward, which is good. You don't have to reach so far. Boom. Okay, now do flat slowly. Let's stick it in my neck this time. Right under my chin. Boom. And the second one, over here. If I'm here, you lift up on that elbow. You just apply that right to the neck. in applying this on the body just anywhere, will get results. But if you apply it over vital areas, I have you here and you put it across the body, that's my liver. And that's going to cause my body to spasm, and it'll release my grip and buckle my knees. So it's there, boom, and shoot off that way. So you really don't have to face it off. A very good instrument here. Back to this one, see if you remember this. Oh, it's like that, boom. This one, boom. Almost came forward on that one. You good? Boom. You choke. Very good. Give me your money. Good shot.
All right, so that was mostly a lot of fun, all but that last part. Well, anyway, it was probably fun for her. Taking a look at the StrikeLight, really, it is truly a very effective non-lethal self-defense tool. I can tell you, even the back of it is just as effective as the front of it. Your impressions? What did you think? You know, training with your bare hands and incorporating the StrikeLight into your moves. What are your thoughts? What was things that went well, and what was things that didn't go well?
I thought either method, just hands or the StrikeLight by themselves, are very effective, but putting the two together is extremely effective and would allow anybody to get away very quickly.
That's excellent. So what advice would you have for somebody looking to purchase one of these?
Practice with it. Get comfortable with it, because it's very intimidating once you turn it on. I mean, even once you turn it on, it's very frightening. It's very loud. It's very bright, and your initial reaction is to kind of drop it and stand away. So if you buy one, practice with it a little bit, get comfortable with it, so that you can use it effectively.
Excellent. And speaking of practice, we're actually, DyerTimes is going to sponsor your women's self-defense class through ECI, Modern Day Warriors. Sir, what are your thoughts on
I
that?
think it's a very effective tool. Not only is it light, bright, but it's also heavy enough to use as an impact weapon. Again, it's a close quarter weapon, so retaining is the most important element of it. And I think she did real well.
Absolutely. I can tell you I'm going to have bruises. And that was at half speed.
Yeah.
Little burn marks. Well, sir, I definitely appreciate the use of your space and your instruction. Invaluable, truly. And looking forward to you taking it to the next level with the women's self-defense class.
Absolutely.
And if you'd like to take a little bit more away from my channel, you can click here for the Taser C2 or here for a stun gun, and you can kind of see how it matches up against this and a Taser C2, or here for some practical survival tips. I'm your host, David Dyer. This was DyerTimes. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.